OPHIUCHUS, welcome to SIKIKSYD. I am SIKIKSYD. I'm a professional astrologer, psychic, shaman, medium, seer, mambo, witch, volleyball player. All the information you're looking for is in the description box down below. And thank you so much for supporting SIKIKSYD. Thank you for your kind comments, likes, subscriptions, gifts, readings, bookings, and referrals. And if you're interested in the products I sold in the description box down below, this is a reading for the future of OPHIUCHUS. OPHIUCHUS are born from November 30th to December 18th. And if you are interested to see how you may resonate with this reading, check your Chiron. I just got a text message. You could be born between that time period from November 30th to December 18th. And make sure to come back to this reading to see if it does resonate for you, because this is a prediction for the future, so it has not happened yet. And thank you so much for being here. Truly appreciate it. And this is reading for the future of OPHIUCHUS. You could be a Sun, Moon, Ascendant, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and OPHIUCHUS. You don't have to be an OPHIUCHUS to resonate with this reading. Of course, you could be indirectly connected to someone who is an OPHIUCHUS or has that somewhere in their astrological chart. Or you just could have came to this reading because you feel, you feel guided to watch it. So if you feel guided to watch this reading, then it is for you. Let's get into it, OPHIUCHUS. All right, OPHIUCHUS, let's see what is your future. You have 2 cards. Wow. That's a good reading. Congrats, congrats, congrats. Ta-da-da. There's messages already coming out for you. I just, I haven't said it yet, but there's a lot of messages already coming out. And congratulations on the baby. Someone's pregnant. Also, someone's pregnant with a boy. There's someone that you'll find out is actually pregnant with a boy, but there's definitely pregnancy here. As well as if you are experiencing difficulty walking away from people, places, and things that don't serve you, it's due to abandonment issues and the need to look at your emotions. There's a need to look. There will be a need also to look at yourself psychologically, as well as spiritually. Okay. All right. So the energy of what's coming that you're going to be dealing with in the future is child. So you can have a child. Okay, your child could be an OPHIUCHUS. There's a lot of people that come to me for readings on their children. And children of all ages, but just wanting to know, what can they do better as parents to help their child? Yeah. So, you could have a child, someone's pregnant. Okay. I also feel like this is the birth of something new. I feel like you could be birthing a new business. You could be taking care of your business like it's a baby. Okay. I feel like you feel brand new. I feel like you feel like a brand new person. I feel like you're going through a brand new world. I also feel like you're seeing the world in how as children everything seems big, bold, and new, basically, because it's your first time seeing it. I do feel like you're looking at the world as if it's almost like your first time truly seeing it. And it's not that you haven't seen these things before, but I feel like you haven't seen these things like this before. Meaning you've seen it, but not like this. I feel like you're seeing it in a whole new light. I feel like you're seeing things in a whole new light. Born again. This also makes me feel like saying born again. Born again. I just heard born anew. Some of you work with babies or you work with children, or you could be gynecologists. I see you dealing with the sun in the future. So many of you may have children. You may work with children in the future. Some of you have a little boy, you could have a son for many of you. And I feel like your biggest focus is going to be for your children to be happy if you have children. Others of you are pregnant, and it's saying like there's a big need to focus on not just your happiness, but also the happiness of the baby and the happiness of your partner. Okay, because, you know, a child needs both of you in order to be happy, essentially. With the sun, I feel like you're becoming more enlightened. And this makes me feel like it's more on maybe even religion, on your own empowerment, your own belief system, and your happiness. I feel like you're finally recognizing, like, what would make you happy? What makes you happy? I also feel like you're recognizing you're deserving of being happy. I feel like saying you're seeing the light. If you're in a relationship or a marriage, you and your significant other feel like you're falling in love with each other over and over and over again. Feeling like you guys make each other feel young again. You know, Leo represents the love we experience when we're teenagers. And there's a sense of exploration, sexual exploration that begins. So there's a feeling of this, you make me feel like I've fallen in love for the first time again. Okay. And there is a feeling of you being very happy, like you're very happy with what you do for work. You're recognizing, like, in your career, you're very blessed, you're very grateful for what you do for your career, and it makes you very happy. You're like, I'm actually very happy with what I do, and I feel like you're very famous. I feel like you're very well known. I feel like you maybe rap, dance, act, sing, stream. You do something in the limelight, and people notice you, people see you. It's impossible to not see you, right? And I also feel like this is also saying, you know, Leo is where, you know, beauty sort of starts on some level. A lot of beauty stems from being willing to be happy. There's a beautiful thing about believing you're deserving of happiness and then living in that and deciding to be happy, allowing yourself to be happy. So you know, Leo is also very youthful. So people who do have Leo in their astrological charts, they don't usually look their age. They usually look much younger than they actually are. So you're looking much younger than you actually are. You don't even look your age, okay? You're looking very youthful, very happy, very energetic. The sun is where we get our vitality, is where we get our energy from, is where we get that positivity from. It's very magnifying. And I feel like this is something that is sitting in your soul. I feel like this is something that you're truly feeling. And it's also because I feel like you're emotionally available. There's a feeling of you being emotionally available and recognizing that in order to be happy, you have to be willing to feel. Like, I feel like you're recognizing in order to be happy and to get the things you want, to go to where you want to go, you have to be willing to feel. And when you feel, a lot of times you're going to feel the good, you're going to feel the bad, but you're going to be enlightened about the truth. What you weren't leaving behind, what people, places, and things you weren't able to let go in order to be happy due to the fear of being alone, right? So I feel like you're truly feeling that within yourself. This is also about having self-confidence, self-worth, self-value, okay? By the time you get to Leo, you know your value and you know your worth, which is emphasized with the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Earth. So the number 19 could be significant to you, as well as the number 23. With the Nine of Pentacles, Venus and Virgo, if you are a feminine energy, many of you were born into wealth, okay? So you were born into wealth and you took the money and you flipped it, basically. And that's why you have so much money. Because you didn't just decide, oh, I was born into a wealthy family, let me just sort of like That type of feeling, like until you experience it, until you experience what it's like to have nannies and maids and living in mansions and travel to whatever country you want with your family, and the nannies come too, and I've lived that life. The reality is you don't want to feel as if you only have all this money, you only have all this success because you have wealthy parents, or because of the fact that you're coming from a wealthy family. You want to feel as if I got these opportunities not from nepotism, and not because my mama, or not because my papa, but because I worked hard for it. And so there's a feeling of you also having some kind of talent. The Nine of Pentacles is someone who, they're like, yeah, I'm very well established. I came from money. It's obvious, but I still wanted to make a name for myself outside of that. I still have talents of my own, essentially. And that can take me very far too. So with the Nine of Pentacles, it's like you have some kind of talent and it makes you a lot of money. And I feel like you look good, you feel good, and it's showing, you plant your seeds with the Nine of Pentacles, and it's victorious. Many of you guys will be going on vacation with your significant other. If you're in a marriage or in a relationship, you'll be going on vacation with the Nine of Pentacles. If you're single, you aren't even worried about a relationship. Like, you're like, I'm perfectly fine being single. If you're single, if you're in a relationship or a marriage, you are very financially stable, especially if you're a feminine energy. Like, you'd have a lot of money. You look good, feel good. People want to be around you. You are the minor arcana of the Empress, and you look like money. And there is a feeling that Nine of Pentacles takes whatever talent they have and they can make a lot of money from it. They also have a lot of things. So I feel like you have a lot of clothes, you have a lot of material stuff. And you will feel like whatever career you do makes you a lot of money. Whatever occupation you do, it's also something that makes you feel like you have value. It makes you feel like you have worth. It's connected to your self-worth and your self-value. It's connected to your relationships, your partnerships, and your connections. Your job matters to you to some degree. Like, it really does matter to you. It's something that brings you a sense of happiness and fulfillment, and it provides for you very well. With the Six of Fire here, Jupiter and Leo can be Sagittarius, Pisces, Ophiuchus. Many people want to be around you. Many people want to know you. If you're in a relationship or a marriage, your significant other feels like you are all that in a bag of chips. Like, this is it. Like, this is the one. Okay? With the Six of Wands, this is a victory. Like, this is a freaking success. This is, you are Mr. or Mrs. Popular, okay? I just heard popular. Popular. You're gonna be popular. So, this isn't something that maybe you've always been, right? Because as that song is being sung, Glenda is basically dancing around. She's dancing in the room with Alphaba. And she's saying, you're going to be popular, and I'm going to teach you, and, you're going to be accepted into society. The whole point of all of it, though, was recognizing that, to be honest, Alphaba didn't truly become popular until she was just being herself. And not just that, but it was also, and not until it was seen by others that someone who they viewed as popular was also accepting Alphaba for being herself, right? There's like this realization that you are important, you matter because you are you. And it's not about what you give to other people, what you do for other people, but it's about you being you. the truth is that Glenda would have never really truly been able to like Alphaba unless, and like really like and know Alphaba, you know, until Alphaba allowed herself to be seen. She allowed herself to be seen. So I feel like you're allowing yourself to be seen. You're leading the charge. There's a special emphasis that you have to allow yourself to be seen. Because it's not even just about saying, well, yeah, I do believe. I absolutely believe Alphaba was harshly, you know, villainized, ostracized, and criticized before people even really got to know her. But it is also about saying you have to allow yourself to be seen so people can get to know you. And no, not everybody is deserving to be around you or even deserving to know you, to be absolutely honest. But it's about allowing yourself to be seen in the world because you know yourself. And that's enough. You're leading the charge. And I think there is a feeling of positivity in a sense where even in that song, it's about wanting something good for another person, even if it's not even going to directly impact you. So I feel like it's you saying like, you don't just want good for you, but you want good for the world. Just good. And with that, there's like a really beautiful peace in that. A feeling of acceptance. And there's a lot of people following you because they're, as you can see, they're running away from the moon. They're running away from confusion. They're running away from overbearing emotions, fear, sadness. In order to manifest these beautiful blessings and these things into your life, you have the fortune's wheel. Isn't that very funny? Because you are literally connected to, on some level, Sagittarian energy. In a sense where a lot of you guys, right, probably if you don't follow the 13 signs, you would identify as a Sagittarius. So it's funny that the wheel would come out, right? Fortune's wheel, which is luck and right timing, the number 23. Everything is happening in divine timing. Everything is happening when it's supposed to. Okay? Everything is happening when it's supposed to. I feel like your happiness is happening exactly when it's supposed to. For many of you, a child coming into existence, into your world, somebody getting pregnant, that is happening right when it's supposed to. It's saying, understand that even the good and even the bad, everything is meant to happen just the way it is. Everything has to happen in divine order. Everything has a cause and an effect. You know what I mean? And the truth of the matter is, it isn't about saying, well, if this one person, place, or thing was removed, then this wouldn't have happened. The truth of the matter is, even if that one person, place, or thing was removed, someone or something else would have did it. Because you were meant to experience that lesson in order for you to learn from it, in order to help others with it. How can you help other people if you yourself haven't actually experienced it or gone through it or learned from it? How can you teach something to someone that you yourself haven't learned? There's a freaking beautiful quote that Dr. Heavenly from Married to Medicine, she says, and it's from the Bible. And she originally, the first time she ever said it, she had said that she had heard it from her husband and that he quoted it from the Bible. And then from there, she would just routinely say this quote and just how impactful it was for her. And when I listened to the actual quote, and I think I'll just put the quote up here, it was signifying that we cannot judge others. None of us are able to judge. We all have things that we are healing from. Every day we are healing from something. No one is completely healed. Everybody is growing in regards to something, and everyone is doing the best that they can. So before we judge another person, look at ourselves. Look at what we could do to be better before we start saying you could be better and you could be better. Also, vote Dr. Heavenly for president. Okay? If you're in Atlanta, vote Dr. Heavenly. I know that she would do absolutely phenomenal in her leadership in Atlanta, politically, as well as so many other regards. She does so much in Atlanta, like with charities and just giving back to the community. I think they're still voting. If they're still voting, vote Dr. Heavenly. I think they're still voting if they are. But yeah, it is really just about saying, like, we can't judge anyone, okay? Before you judge another person, look at yourself. Because I'm sure you will find something that you're not perfect in, just like that other person you're judging, right? It makes you, that quote will make you be very reflective. And it'll also make you realize everything is happening for a reason. Everything is happening for a reason. Whether it's good or bad. It's happening exactly when it's supposed to happen. Okay? This has been your reading. OMG, Fifi. That was so much fun. All the information you're looking for is in the description box down below. For some of you, I'm seeing you could like own your own business, or if you work for someone, like you're not micromanaged or watched over, like it's a very relaxed job, like you can do what you want type of thing. Like you might as well be the boss type of energy with the Nine of Pentacles. If you don't, own your own businesses. But for many of you, you own your own business. Like there's no way you don't. And I just see you being very famous, very well liked, and very popular. And I love that for you. For many of you, you own some kind of spiritual business. If you own a spiritual business, it will be known worldwide. So you could be like a pastor, preacher. This has been your reading, OPHIUCHUS. All the information in the description box down below. And thank you for supporting SIKIKSYD. Amen and Ashe.